Good morning again, for some of you that were not here so early. It is my pleasure to introduce Charlene Steger. Charlene is a seasoned marketing executive, and he has been practicing yoga for over 6 years. This is Charlene's speech number 8. The title of the speech is not the title, but the theme is Get Comfortable with Visual Aids. And it's centered on getting comfortable with visual aids. Although Charlene does not have a notebook computer, she will do her best. Charlene is going to talk about the path to happiness, which is yoga philosophy. Please help me welcome Charlene Steger.
What do you think about when you hear the word yoga? Chances are you think about somebody being in some pretzel pose, or in a headstand, or a handstand, or a shoulder stand, right?
Right.
That's right. Have you seen
Okay.
that?
I want to tell you that yoga is much more than the asanas, the poses. Yoga has been a philosophy for thousands of years, and it was classified first in Patanjali, his Yoga Sutras. So I'm going to pass these books around so you can kind of see what yoga really is. Yoga is actually an eightfold path. It's called the path to happiness. It actually consists of 8 separate subjects: ethical restraints, yamas and niyamas, postures, which are called asanas, breath control, pranayama, concentration, meditation, withdrawal of the senses, and absorption into the divine. I'm going to talk about the yamas. Yamas essentially are called internal work. There are 5 of them, and there are also 5 niyamas. They're called the 10 Commandments of yoga. They're an invitation to act in a way that makes peace, that gives you happiness. They create harmony with you and outside. The 5 key yamas are ahimsa, which is non-harming, satya, which is truthfulness, asteya, non-stealing, energy moderation, and non-grasping. I'm going to talk a little bit about a few of the yamas. Let's talk about ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-harming, but what does that really mean? Well, it means non-harming in a very broad sense of the word. It means non-harming to yourself. For example, if you have a negative thought, you're really harming yourself because you're not supposed to be negative. You're not put on this planet to be negative. So when you notice your negativity, you stop feeding your thoughts, and that will lead you more toward peace. Because how you treat others comes back to you, and we all know that it does. Let's talk about satya, truthfulness. There's a yoga saying that if you're vested in satya, everything you say will come true. You have to realize that yoga looks at it very broadly. And are you speaking the truth, or are you speaking your opinion? Think about it. When you open your mouth, what are you really saying? Are you speaking the truth? Are you speaking what your mind takes and distills as the truth? And the other tenet of yoga and satya is don't gossip. Even if it's true, it's not worth gossiping about. I'm going to talk about the niyamas. There are 5 of these. Again, part of the 10 commandments of yoga. Purity, contentment, right effort, self-study, and dedication to the highest. Let's talk about purity. Now, we all think of purity as a sexual connotation, but it's actually more than just that. Purity means being clean, inside and outside. Purity also means keeping your surroundings clean. Because if you're in a disorganized, cluttered environment, how can you have inner peace? So whenever you look at your office and it's a mess, think about, how you can change that. Because it brings a sense of calm. We're going to talk about santosha, contentment. What is contentment? Well, according to yoga philosophy, contentment is really about accepting life as it is right now. It is really about realizing that you're right where you need to be right at this moment. For example, when I get frustrated because I can't get into one of these yoga poses, you just relax because you're where you're supposed to be. If you don't feel content, smile. Be a smoover because everything changes. In summary, yoga is not just a physical practice. And it's not just meditation like Eat, Pray, Love, which I think everyone's seen. It's a way of life. I've been studying Yoga Sutras in a study group now for over 3 years. And every time I study, something else happens. I pick up something that relates to something in my life. So I wanted to leave you with one thought, and the fact that yoga is a path to happiness. And it's more than just the postures. Thank you.